So we're recording. This is take 2. I wanted to do a fall foliage ride actually yesterday, October 31st, but today's November 1st. It is, let's see the temperature, you can see the leaves, nice and pretty, 4:37 p.m. So try to get about an hour and 15 minutes of riding in today. Really beautiful here. Peak of fall foliage. So I did a ride yesterday. I brought the GoPro, but it turned out that the sound dropped and the video quality, like, it all honestly looked like the video was in shadow. Like, you couldn't really see much of anything. So I think there was like a glitch or something with the GoPro. And then I just tested it actually last night when I got back to see if there was some problem with the camera, but it actually worked. There was sound, so hopefully it's recording and everything's in good 1080 HD. If not, I'll have to look into getting a new camera. This is Hero 3. I bought it back in 2013, like August or September, and they just don't make anything they don't build anything to last anymore. It's like everything's like a throwaway society. Like, you get something, works for a few years, and you get rid of it. Nothing lasts for a good, 20 years anymore. So it's real nice and crisp out. It's like probably in the 60 degrees, upper 50s. You can see very scenic. Shot of the bike. That's actually what I was doing yesterday. I was just by moving the camera, I think I moved it or something, and then the video just dropped. So who knows what was going on. So we turn to our first hill. The easiest part of the ride's the beginning, actually. This is the only real hill. And it levels out, we go downhill, we go to the trail. Sun sets by 5:45, like there's not, lighting is pretty much down, so basically leave work and ride. Cool, letting me go. Smoking the Bandit on the left. Probably hear it, couldn't see it. Coming up. But we are the engine. Doesn't keep the driver from getting fat. That Monte Carlo SS. That's so pretty. So yeah, the summer heat is behind us. So yesterday, my valve stem seized up. I think it was like the third time it happened. I mean, I turn it pretty tight, but maybe I'm turning it too tight, and then I'll go 3 weeks without putting any air in it because I won't need it, or sometimes I just don't ride for 3 weeks because I do trail running and weightlifting at least 3 days a week, so try to shock the muscles and vary my workouts. I don't think like there's any one perfect workout. Like, I couldn't just bike, I couldn't just trail run, and I couldn't just lift weights. So I think you need to shock the muscles. But anyway, the valve stem seized, and I had to get a wrench and a pliers to get it turning again. And I bent the chassis or whatever it is that holds that twisty thing on it but I was luckily able to bend it back. Otherwise I would have ruined the press the valve. All the air would have just fizzed right out. So if anyone watching this knows a way to prevent the press the valve stem from seizing, let me know. Just won't turn. Alright, made it up the first hill. So the main reason for filming this ride is I just wanted to get a good ride with this fall colors. One of the most prettiest times of the year. This was around the time of the last ride that the camera went. So hopefully this works out. If not, I just got some exercise in. GoPros aren't cheap. This camera goes, I'm looking at dropping another $300 or $400 for a new camera, which I'll probably do over the winter sometime. I mean, I use my phone. I've been doing the wasp removal videos mostly on my phone. The quality's just as good, and it's just one less thing to remember to carry around. And it's actually easier to transfer the photos. I don't know, it's easier. If you live in the United States, remember to get out and vote. I feel very strongly, but I'm not going to let you know what side I'm on, because everybody has a different opinion on that. But I definitely think it's important to get out and vote. This is like two different neighborhoods. We're leaving one neighborhood. As you can see, the forest, I call it forest, opens up. A lot of younger trees, and the houses changing. The sidewalk starts here. It's a different subdivision, newer subdivision. Not sure how old it is, but the one we were in was built in like the 70s. And I think this one was like the early 2000s, or like mid 90s. Tire. Kind of disappointed the ride yesterday didn't turn out as well, because as you can see, there's more clouds in the sky today. It's a bit more overcast. Yesterday was just like a perfect blue sky. The fall foliage was absolutely beautiful. It's still nice today. About the same temperature. It's going to rain tomorrow. I think the weekend it's going to clear up, but it's going to be a little chillier, not too chilly, and then I think it's going to be only highs in the 40s by mid next week, and then it might warm up again, so it's kind of seesawing around with the temperature. I'm washing the car, having a little water fight over there. The camera can't pick everything up, so I kind of, at least I'm interested to describe it as I see it. Woman in a garage looked out like, who the heck's talking? It's always interesting. Alright, check the cars. Good. So the last time I filmed this ride, I believe, was the first day of summer, June 21st or 22nd. And as I said, today is November the 1st, 2018, late afternoon. too because all tree lined and very colorful. Probably cannot see the bike tire with this view, but it's all right. What are you doing? Some stretches in the front yard or something. Maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. Trail again. Speed limit here at 15, but I'm only going about 10 miles an hour right now. I don't have a speedometer, I'm just kind of guessing. I think I've hit close to 30 miles an hour on this bike. Going downhill. Up the creek to my left, Brandywine Creek. You can see it, try to weave around. So I'll try to ride some in November, and then over the winter I don't usually ride. I'll maybe do a few rides. I might do a ride on the snow. If I can, I don't have studded tires, but I don't think I'll need them since I think studded tires are only good for ice. The motorists are very friendly today. Hopefully it continues the trend. I did mention yesterday how, like, I didn't make a double standard, but I saw two cyclists riding side by side on the main road, which you turn to the right here and go up that hill. And that's just as bad. You know, you're a cyclist on the road, you need to ride single file on a busy road because that's just hogging the road, essentially slowing down traffic. So that makes that's bad behavior on part of the bicyclist. Just as, you know, speeding past the bicyclist and not really getting over could possibly clip the bicyclist, and that's wrong too. So the behavior goes both ways. So comfortable. Maple there, fiery red colors. $360°. So not a lot of walkers. Makes it good for riding. I know a lot of people that watch these videos. I don't have as much of an audience for this as I do for the wasp removal stuff, and hope to continue doing those. And I've actually inspired some other people, even though the guy lives a little bit closer than what I would like, but it's the way it goes. Maybe I'll work with him doing removal. So Brett, if you're watching, shout out. But yeah, I've had some people ask me if I'm going to get a thermal imaging camera, like customers, just because I've done so many like wall nest, and if they haven't damaged the wall, you don't always know where the nest is, so like a thermal imaging camera would be very useful. But the thing is, it's at least $800 for a good one, which I mean I can afford. You know, I make thousands a year doing those removals, but you got to see if it's worth it. I mean, it would just for the to impress the customer for that sake too, but I think it could. I mean, there was a few jobs I had to turn down where I got to the home and got up on the ladder, started listening on the wall. You could hear the crackling sound for the yellow jackets, but it sounded like it was coming from different spots, so I didn't really know where the nest was, and the customers were nervous about me cutting open the wall, and I didn't want to cut it open unless I'm absolutely positive where the nest is. You know, I've made cuts on some jobs before where I didn't get it. It was on the other side of the stud or the other bay, but then I was able to get it out after the second attempt. The one that comes to mind was where they were going to the bathroom. So bathroom yellow jacket removal I filmed. People finish the GoPro. So yeah, hopefully the GoPro doesn't crap out again, or else I will have to buy a new one. Now it's 5 years old. You know, I think I should be able to get at least another 5 years use out of it. Really a shame. Make everything just so that corporations can make more money, make it cheap and sell it for more cheap parts and expensive prices. That's what it is. There's a lot of traffic here. I did ride up there last night, but I don't feel like doing it again this evening. Some guy came out and noticed me, so I don't want to risk it again. No trespassing. Down in that building a little bit. To resurface this road. It's nice. Not as bumpy. I kind of like the bumps before because it kind of made the ride a little bit more difficult. More like a mountain bike ride, but well, money well spent. I think tax dollars well spent. So I'll be done with this ride, I think, just before the lighting gets too poor to ride. And hopefully the world will be able to enjoy the scenery from this ride. If anyone's interested, I ride a Surly Krampus, first generation, circa 2012-13. And I think there have been 3 or 4 models since, but this is the original Moonlit Swamp. And I think it's actually, from what I was told, it has the most expensive components compared to some of the newer models. I know they downgraded to 40mm rims, which I have the 50mm rabbit hole, which is a true plus bike. Fat rims have to be at least 65mm. Most of them are 80 though. My Pugsy was 65, but I think the manufacturers came to realize that most people don't live in the tundra. You know, we don't need that extra fatness. Really a lot of rolling resistance. I might just put on some regular 29-inch wheels, 2-inch tires on this bike to see if it is a different kind of riding experience. These hills are always a pain in the buzzard at the end, but we're getting it. Almost there. Talking through this whole climb. Burn, baby, burn. Let it burn, baby, burn. Let it burn all night long. Nice to conquer that hill. Shift up a little bit. So this is a 10-speed. I don't shift a whole lot, considering going single speed. Are they stopping? They didn't see me until the end. I would recommend wearing bright shirts. I always wear yellow or white when I'm riding, because my bike is kind of a mid-brightness green. It's actually sparkles in the sun because it's got 2 tones of green, hence the name Moonlit Swamp, but if it's overcast you just see the one kind of dull green. So I got a bright red Philadelphia Phillies shirt on, and my red and black lake shoes, which I actually use egg beater pedals, Crank Brothers egg beaters, and I have road lake shoes. I got the road because the bike, all of the mountain biking shoes only had laces. They were lace-up shoes, and I didn't want to have to worry about a string when I'm riding because it could get stuck in the crank, and that would not be good. So that's why I got regular Velcro lake road shoes. She did a removal over here this summer, that way. Nest under the ground under a deck. Eastern yellow jacket nest got attacked by a bunch of ants. The ants lit my ass up. I have a ventilated suit. Yellow jackets couldn't get in there, but tiny holes. These little formic ants or pavement ants, whatever the hell they were, got right in all over my arm, and even some of them got to my neck. So I had to like unsuit, bat the suit out, get all the ants off of me, and then continue. I think I had to fog a little bit too to kind of tame the ant mass. So the ants in that case were more of an issue than the yellow jackets for me. So bee and wasp suit, not a ant suit. So I gotta get an ant suit now for certain jobs. Always something, can't plan for everything. So this hill isn't too bad, but it's like not real steep, but it's just like gradual. Just seems to go on and on, so it'll make you sweat. Everybody's leaving work. This road mainly serves the subdivisions, households around this area, and they commute. There's a state road, state highway bypass here. You probably get off at the exit, some of those exits, and then they take the roads back from here. So I don't go on any of the real main roads. It's like a back road, a busy back road, I guess you could call it. You know, it has its rush hour volume. Need this hill. And that guy cuts right out. We'll always have a dingleberry or two. It's to be expected. We got more traffic here. I don't know what this Honda's gonna do. Stopped, they did what they should. Built to a vehicle, bike's a vehicle. I have to abide by all the same rules that the automobiles do, so they have to stop too for me. This is if they get to an intersection before me, I yield to them. Rules of the road. Followed by most. Bus up there. Probably should have a light. That's one thing I do not have on. I actually do not have a light anymore. But I'm not really a big fan of night riding anyway. I mean, it'd be good to have it just in case, but you know, I've been like in a situation like this, it might be good, but also I'm just trying to on the second leg of the ride now anyway. On the way back. Probably go through the loud disc brakes. I'm gonna go back the trail. I think this will be a little bit prettier. This is the Euclid Trail. We actually talk about connecting. This actually does connect with the Struble Trail. The Chester Valley Trail is the even larger one, which I've filmed some rides on there. And then the Perkiomen Trail and the Schuylkill Trail, they're actually talking about connecting the three of them. So it's like you'll have like 200 miles worth of bike trails. It's not just bike trails. I mean, there's walkers, runners, people walking their dogs and stuff, but will be cool when they're all connected. I don't know when that's going to be, probably sometime in the 2020s. So still a little bit, but we'll be here before you know it. Alright, so we cross here, we got the crosswalk to our advantage, which is good. One of the advantages of taking the trail. Someone back there said, please clean up after your dog. And it does look pretty clean. You can see there's kind of damp spots on the path. That's from like berries and stuff that fell from the trees. It's on the road too. So it did not, if anyone's wondering why it's wet, like it didn't rain, it's just from the fruit and stuff that fell, seeds and stuff that fell from the tree. Wooden bridge. Park to my left. The trees will probably be pretty much bare. Like in the next, like, usually by Thanksgiving, they're, except for like some certain sycamores or whatever, but some trees can keep their leaves through the winter, but they're all brown. My next growing trees there. Park is still open. Saw a ranger walking here yesterday. Stick to the trail. I'll get back on the road. Still recording. Hopefully it's not crapping out again. On the hills, I don't really shift. Like, I'm in gear 8. I don't know the rate, the specific gear ratio, but it's 1134. Smallest in the back is actually, sorry, it's set in the back is 1136, so it's the 34.2 for the front. It's probably in the 34 and 28 or 30, something like that. Under the 8th one, 8th highest gear. serious here. House for sale on the right, probably close to $1 million. All right, making it up the climb. Another hill under our belts. School bus stop benches. I always wonder what those benches were, and somebody told me they're probably for a school bus, but I've been wanting to sit on those benches. I'll take a water break up here. Seltzer break. Stop. Seltzer time. Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
You good, how are you? On the home stretch now. Somebody's barbecuing. It's either charcoal or burning leaves. I should know, but I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's burning leaves, actually. Yeah, definitely. last big climb. Always a lot of traffic when I get here. I don't know why that is. It's like always. Maybe that road to our left is a cut through or something. But it's always busy here. Up that one. There's another little hill to get through, but after that, that'll be it. So, I'll be signing out of here soon. So, I hope you enjoyed the fall foliage here. The fall foliage in my area, from what I read, is the peak of fall foliage is October the 26th until November the 4th, and being November 1st, we're right in the middle of it. All the chlorophyll is leaking out of the leaves and they're falling to the ground. I shouldn't say leaking out, but dissipating or dismissing or whatever. Chlorophyll is being dismissed from the leaves. Hence their pretty colors. Got a bird that ate into it already, so it's abandoned. Truck in front of me. This person go. And we continue on. First, so we go. Back in time. Still got enough flight left. Back with weight to spare. Alright, enjoy the vlog. Bye-bye.